Welcome back to Skagit River Park in Burlington, Washington. There are the beach chairs, but where is the beach? It's all about Ultimate at this moment. The Brown team getting set for more action. In the middle of that huddle is Josh Zipperstein, one of the best in the country. We talked to him about how he would build the perfect Ultimate player.
Probably about 6'2", long arms, real sinewy, strong calves, good jumper, probably long hair, and really smart guy, smart player. I think that's what makes great Ultimate players. Athletes are good, but...
Well, one thing Josh probably forgot to mention is that you'd like to have a variety of throws and the ability to break the mark. But by my count, I have, well, 0 of those characteristics. I guess I'm not making Josh's team anytime soon.
Come on, partner. Don't sell yourself short. You were the best player in the country last year, the Callahan Award winner. So you've got to have at least, 2 or 3 of those traits most?
Well, I could cut my hair and I'd lose another one.
We've got a tie game on our hands. 7s all around, 7 members on each squad, 7s on the board. Who's going to break that deadlock?
You can see Vandenberg here with the disc, whipping it back and forth, but keeping it cocked back. He's ready to throw long. He's really trying to get to the end zone in a hurry. We're going to see if his long throws are successful or if he's just going to be throwing to Cal defenders.
Vandenberg trying to get it, finally able to connect. Hear a lot of talk out on the field. Hopple right there advances it a bit.
The defense is holding well. They're pushing all the cutters in, and they're trying to make every throw difficult through defenders instead of trying to get one particular throw. Now the offense is starting to move.
Right there, very close to the goal line. Zipperstein off the Hopple again.
Now Will's right on the end zone line with no mark. He's got to get a cutter.
So close, trying to loop it around, and just a missed time throw.
Oh, that's poor. Now you're giving Berkeley a chance right away, but he definitely should have had somebody moving to try to help him out.
Mittendorf centers it, and then it's advanced out to Sonka.
Good calm flow. Bart's looking at the field. Bart's looking for everything.
He went for everything right there. He lays out and pulls it down. Sonka with a huge grab.
Evidently there's no other players on the field. Something must have happened. What's going on here? And the call from the field is a traveling call. One throw before, so that throw never would have counted.
That is not how you usually textbook want to dump it, is it?
No, a little bit higher difficulty than we might have imagined. But now they're reset. They need to calm down, put this one in the end zone.
It's got to be hard, and speak of your past experience, coming off an emotional and adrenaline-charged, what you think is a point, to then have to regroup and come back and try it again.
It's true. You get a little bit disappointed when you put so much effort into one layout like Gabe just did. But all these players have done that many times before.
They go for it again, and this time it will count.
You'll notice that Cal is much better when they move the disc quickly. When they stand there staring at the field, they can't get as much side-to-side motion, but when they can get the disc moving 1 or 2 passes in a row, they can get around the mark like Bart just did there. It's all from the setup throw that they're allowed to get yards.
Halftime is 8 points. That will take us to the half.
Monster-ass D in the second half to break open this game, and I'm so ready to go home, fellas. All you need to do is calm down because of good D, huh? Hey.
All of them telling each other, just calm down. They know they can play good D. Cal leads it at the break, 8-7.
It's heart and effort from here on out. Come on, Brown.
Welcome back to the 2004 UPA College Ultimate Championships, the men's second semifinal. At halftime, Cal leads 8-7, but coming back, you see the excitement in the Brown huddle as well as in the Berkeley mix. Brownian Motion would like nothing better than to stop UGMO's momentum that they had heading into halftime.
Coming in the second half, I just told them there's going to be, a couple plays that are going to make a difference in this game. They might be early, they might be late. There's going to be a couple plays that will be the difference in this game, and we need to be the ones to make those plays. They're going to keep putting up those hucks. We're going to have to get a couple blocks on those hucks if we want to win this game.
In addition to making those plays, they're going to have to stay consistent. Right now, their offense is resetting the disc after every stoppage of play very well, moving it back to the center of the field. If they can't do that, watch for Berkeley to capitalize.
Well, Berkeley took possession first in the first half. That means they will pull in the second half and give Brown the offensive possession first. Now, how does a team defend against the long ball, or more specifically the huck?
Well, one part of it is that you don't want to prevent the other team from throwing long. You want to prevent them from doing it easily and effectively. So both these teams could go to a straight-up mark to make the hucks curve more and give the downfield defenders more time. They're both going to look to back defenders a little bit, but they want to force bad long throws, make the other offense play difficult.
Brown still pinned back in their end zone. You know, if it's intercepted here, it is a point for Berkeley. They better stop fooling around, Ben.
That's true. They can only make so many of these long passes before a mistake happens. And Vandenberg's seen something he liked. He goes for the middle of the field and, just couldn't come up with it. A big hammer down the middle of the field trying to open up the defense. But this time it's going to give Cal a chance to score.
Nice little flick out. Benor has it. He sends it back to Hodges. Hodges now in a discussion.
CJ.
Hodges, a nice break throw, low backhand, Bart chasing, and just keeps it in. That's a huge throw from Dan. Not only breaking the mark, but breaking it for a goal in a spot where a defender could never get to.
Picture perfect job by Watson to toe in, but there's that throw again from Hodges.
Keeps it nice and low, good balance. He's into a pretty stiff wind here, which you can't even tell by the way the disc rotates so smoothly.
9-7 advantage, as you can see, for Cal. A big pull by Sonka.
They came down in a zone last time, and it worked out really nicely. They forced a tough hammer. Let's see if they're going to go back to, and they do. They go back to the zone. Vandenberg's still looking deep. Let's see if they can influence him to throw another one of those bad hammers.
And, Ben, you want a perfect indication of how well that wind is affecting play? That throw from Sonka, much different than the other one that pinned Brown back in the end zone the last time.
Sure, you can also see it in the downfield defenders. They're all playing inside of their marks, and while they're playing positions, they're taking the most dangerous person and playing underneath them, knowing that Brown probably won't be able to throw all the way over the top.
Great catch by MacArthur right there. Dishes it back, a nice little dump. Vandenberg.
Basic zone offense strategy is move the disc quickly. Right now, Brown is spending too much time in the middle of the field staring at the field. They need to move it on stall 2 or 3 and get around this cup, or at least make the cup move more than they want to. Right here, they're standing with the disc.
And you mentioned the stall count again. They have only 10 seconds to get rid of the disc. Otherwise, it is a turnover.
Brown's downfield players look like they're waiting for the handlers to do something. They seem to be standing in spots and hoping that one of these Brown handlers can put it over the top. All the handlers are looking for it, but against the big defensive Cal, it seems to be a little bit too tall of a task.
Right there, Will Arnold, always a factor. They are really having some difficulty. They're so close, and it looked like he had it right there. Arnold seemed to be over the line, but...
Yeah, maybe lost eye communication for a second, but now they've got it.
And they finally get it. So there's your combo. Hopple to number 20, Will Arnold. Good for a point for Brown. Closing the gap. Now down by only 1. The score, Cal 9 and Brown 8. We'll be back.